Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Sony because Sony with Spider-Man is being stupid again. As you guys know, Kraven the Hunter failed at the box office. Like, it failed bad. It failed worse than Madam Web. And no, I did not see Kraven the Hunter. I don't really care to go and see Kraven the Hunter because what's the point? It's not leading into anything. We're still not going to get Spider-Man in the damn movies. So what is literally the point? I'm quite sure Kraven the Hunter is probably better than Madam Web and Venom 3 because I didn't watch Venom 3 neither. I thought Venom 3 was stupid too. Like, it just don't make sense with the decisions. And then you come to find out that, oh, Sony actually did have the option of putting Spider-Man in these Spider-Man villain movies, but they decided that, oh no, we're not going to do it because reasons. So you have the ability to use Spider-Man and you chose not to use Spider-Man. And what? Am I supposed to feel sorry for you now because you made dumb decisions and now you're like, oh, the movies aren't as bad as people try to make it out to be. The only movie I will agree with that wasn't as bad as everybody tried to make it seem was Morbius, because as much as people like to harp, it goes back to the whole Superman thing where it is a lot of people, loud people talking about what they know about the character, but don't read the comic books. So Morbius with Jared Leto wasn't even as bad as everybody made it seem. The movie just should have been R-rated, but it's actually one of the few standalone characters that don't need Spider-Man because his entire origins and life doesn't even connect to Spider-Man. Morbius doesn't really have that much of an attachment to Spider-Man like people think he do. Yes, because he was introduced in a Spider-Man comic book, his rights goes to Sony, but preferable the character itself don't really have much mingle with Spider-Man. He has more of a connection with the Midnight Suns and Blade than he does Spider-Man Peter Parker. You get what I'm saying? So everybody that was talking about it was bad. No, actually it really wasn't. Most of y'all don't know nothing about Morbius. So I can give credit to that. But Madam Web, Craven, Venom 3, Venom 2, come on now. That was hot mess. That was hot garbage on garbage. You lucked out with the first Venom movie, which honestly you still should have had Peter Parker. That's what got me because people was trying to say, oh, it's because Spider-Man is loaned to Marvel, so they couldn't use it. No, you find out that, oh no, they could use it. They just chose not to. So you chose not to use Peter Parker, Spider-Man, or no, in general, you chose not to use Spider-Man at all, but you could have used Spider-Man. Make that make sense. How does that work when you have the ability? I said, all you need to do in order to fix these movies is put Spider-Man in there for at least 20 to 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. That's all you need. He doesn't have to be in the movie that much, but he needs to be in the movie. It's the same thing that I had said about Black Adam. If you wanted these movies to be successful, you needed the character to show up in the movie. He needed to be there throughout the movie. You get what I'm saying? Like a constant presence there. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do is just get Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and if you didn't want to do that, you could have did Mayday Parker Spider Girl, you could have did Miles Morales Spider Man, you could have did Ben Parker Spider Man, you could have did Kane Parker Spider Man, you could have did Spider Man 2099. You had options, and all you had to do was just do it. That's the thing that got me. And then now Sony is seriously considering selling the Spider-Man IP to Marvel Studios. A new rumor claimed that Spider-Man's rights might go back to Marvel Studios following the disappointment of Kraven the Hunter. And my thing is with Sony is I can understand Sony's frustration because think about it. They have the film rights now because I forgot what the deal was that they did what in 2008 I believe. Sony had dum dums sold the film rights and the television rights. No, they sold the merchandise rights and the television rights to Marvel, and they said they get to keep Spider-Man film for I forgot what the reason was, but that was a dumb thing. If you're gonna buy Spider-Man, buy all of it. I would have kept it because think about it. Into the Spider-Verse, with whether you like it or not, and it doesn't matter. Those movies made $1 billion worldwide. And the thing about it is, all that hard work that Sony did to make it good. The same thing with the first two Insomniac Spider-Man games. All of that work, that's fine and all. Yes, Sony gets a piece of the cut or whatever, a lot of that money, and Marvel don't get that much. But Marvel wins with the merchandise sales. So all of that work that Sony did for the two Insomniac Spider-Man games, and I'm not talking about Spider-Man 2, and Into the Spider-Verse, both movies, the merchandise money profits went to Marvel because Marvel Disney. So Sony did all this work, right? For Sony, I mean, for Marvel to reap the benefits of that. While Marvel was upset about not having Spider-Man filming, who cares? You got the merchandise rights. I don't even understand how that even happened because honestly, that was really stupid for Sony to even give that up. So I can understand Sony's frustration right now about things because they're doing all this work and then Marvel's kind of reaping the benefits of it with merchandise sales with Spider-Man. So I can understand why there might be a rumor of you know the sale. But my thing is you have the opportunity to do Spider-Man. Okay, even if you do another Spider-Man movie, right? All you have to do is put Spider-Man in it. It's really not that hard. Stop trying to do a Spider-Man-less universe without Spider-Man. You got those characters. That's fine. They can still be the main characters, but Spider-Man needs to be in it. It doesn't matter. Pick a Spider-Man and make sure he is in the movie for at least 30 minutes. You know, and he shows up in the final battle. Yes, that's what you need. That's exactly what you need in order to make this stuff work. It is really not that hard. And right now, Sony's saying that they're going to go all in with Spider-Man 4 with the MCU right now. That's their major focus, and then they'll think about recalibrating everything. But my thing is, it's kind of obvious what needs to happen. All you have to do is put Spider-Man in the movie. You know what I'm saying? And look, and the CEO, he says, even though they Tony Vinciquerra, he saw some disappointing box returns with the Spider-Man spinoff Madam Web and Kraven the Hunter. However, he knows where the blame lies. Both movies failing to succeed the critics. He said Madam Web underperformed in the theaters because the press just crucified it. And it was not a bad film. It did great on Netflix. For some reason, the press decided that they didn't want us making these films out of Craven and Madam Web, and the critics just destroyed them. These are not terrible films. They're just destroyed by critics and press for some reason. Really? And he said it's not bad, but it's specifically a way that reflecting a total different era of superhero filmmaking. Are you sure? Because I mean, he said, I don't think we need to rethink. It's just that it's a snake bite, and if we put out another one, it's going to get destroyed no matter how good or bad it is. Well, no, it's not really the critics' fault. It's y'all fault. Y'all made dumb decisions. You made dumb decisions. The reason why I did well on Netflix because it was funny bad, not funny good. We didn't. People still didn't go in theaters to go see Madam Web like that. The movie was bad, and luckily you had the two stars, Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney, make fun of it so much on the press tour that it made people watch the movie when it was on Netflix. That's not a good thing. And again, you're missing the point. The reason why the movies were destroyed by critics was because they weren't good. y'all did dumb decisions. And every time somebody's trying to tell you, instead of y'all realizing the mistake, you like, oh, I just think it's critics and fans who are just overly criticize over it. Well, there's a reason to be overcritical of it because it's not good. It's not good. You're doing a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man, and you think that that was going to be successful. That's dumb. That's like doing a Batman universe without Batman. It doesn't work. And just because they got lucky with the Penguin, that doesn't mean that DC is going to get lucky with Clayface because because Harley Quinn is hot garbage right now too. And yet people want to be like, oh, well, they did Harley Quinn, they did Kite Man, and they did the Penguin. See, you can do Batman without Batman. No, you really can't. You really can't. Ask the CW. They tried that. And each time they tried, it didn't work. Birds of Prey failed in the box office. Birds of Prey, the TV show, failed at the box office. I mean, failed on TV for one season, even if it wasn't that bad of a show. Batwoman failed after three terrible seasons, and they were trying to make that crap work on us. It is not good. You can't make a universe work without the main character. You just can't. You saw eventually Supergirl had to bring in Superman, and then that's how we got the great Superman and Lois show. You have to think about these characters. Again, I'm not saying they gotta Spider-Man has to be all in or whatever, but he needs to be in the universe. He needs to show up in these movies so people can at least watch them and enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the last 15, 45 minutes of the movie, at least Spider-Man showing up in them makes it be like, okay, at least there's a cohesive nature going on. Because we know you were trying to build to the Sinister Six, but without Spider-Man and without a Spider-Man character leading the Spider-Man universe, it was never going to be success. That's the real talk. And it's not that damn hard. I don't understand why people trying to make it more harder than what it needs to be. Just do the correct thing. Like, it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.